Postgame Live, presented by Toyota, the Hall of Famer Chris Mullen, Darrell Wright, NBA champion, former Warrior, and Bonte Hill. And we have the star of the show tonight, standing by, Andrew Wiggins. 38 points, ties a career high with 17 made field goals. Andrew, congratulations. I don't know if he's paid attention yet. He's talking to some fans here, but we do have Wiggins. 38 points tonight, 17 to 23 from the floor. Wiggins, congratulations on the big-time game tonight. What does this mean to you and this team?
I appreciate it. This is a big game. You know, we're trying to put together wins. Trying to make this playoff run. You know, trying to make something happen. So every win counts. You know, every time on the floor counts, and we just got to keep pushing forward.
Andrew, it's Chris Mullen. Congratulations on an incredible game. What does it mean to beat the two best teams in the league back-to-back? And your performance, just give me a little information. Andrew, you tied a career high, 17 made field goals. The last time you did that was against the Golden State Warriors. How's it feel to beat those back-to-back, the two best teams in the West?
Man, it felt good. Man, it felt good. You know, it just shows what we're capable of. I feel like we're in a good groove right now. You know, defensively, offensively, and we're doing it at the right time. You know, clicking at the right time. And like I said, hopefully we keep pushing forward and keep it going. Oh shit!
Hey, Wiggs, when you play back-to-back, you got to ice down, man.
Yeah,
a little cold plunge for you, Wiggs.
Especially when you played it every single game.
Yes, sir. Hey, Wiggs, it's D Wright, man. Congrats on a big-time game. Congrats on a big-time win. You guys struggled part of the game, but it looked like the fans and the crowd got you guys back into the game. How do you think it's going to be moving forward when it's time for the playoff run?
Like I said, we're in a great groove. We're in a great groove, you know, good atmosphere around here. The fans are into it. The momentum's there. And, you know, the rest is history. We just got to keep it going.
You know, Wiggins, you talk about keeping it going and the atmosphere here. Did it feel like a playoff game over these last two games, playing Utah and Phoenix, and then moving ahead to the weekend? You play New Orleans again, and then Memphis on Sunday. How fun is this for you guys as you grow into the season and get better and better playing these last 4 games?
Man, this is fun. This is very fun. You know, we came a long way. We're a totally different team than we were at the beginning of the year. We got a lot better, and, you know, the sky's the limit.
All right, Wiggins, go ice down, man. We'll see you Friday night against the Pelicans. Big-time performance, baby. Big-time performance as we look at the crunch time plays for the Golden State Warriors. They're down 5 there in that fourth quarter, and this is where it turned. The Bunny Lady makes her presence felt the Chase Center, and then Wiggins, man, going hard to the rack.
Watch your head.
Yeah, Fred Kaminsky needs an emotional bunny after getting dunked on by Andrew Wiggins. Emotional support.
Hey, Darrell, you said it. This ain't Wisconsin, man. This is the NBA.
Baby.
You're not in the Big Ten no more. This is Curry right here off the backboard. What a tough shot there, D, right?
Tough shot for Curry. He struggled all night, but he found ways like he always does.
This was with the Warriors down 3. Draymond finding Wiggins.
With the beautiful back pick by Steph, the hesitation by Mikal Bridges. That's not Darrell Wright. Darrell would have blocked that. Wiggins with the slam.
Warriors down 3 here. Draymond finding Wiggins for the 3. This is when you know he was feeling it. Looks at Draymond, ices it. 110 all with under 3 minutes left. Draymond again with a nice pass. Who is that? That is JTA trying to secure the bag, baby. A big-time 3 to tie it back up after Booker, I believe, they hit a 3 there late. Booker or Chris Paul. But you see Steph Curry, he was bottled up. Jordan Poole with another solid game. 20 points in this one off the bench. The young man just gets better and better and better, Darrell.
Playing some big-time basketball right on time. He's taking his opportunity, and he's not taking it for granted.
And that move right there, spin move over DeAndre Ayton, a former #1 pick out of Arizona. That's tough. And look at Day. He's feeling it. Steph Curry fighting off the double team. Finds Draymond. He swings it to JTA. Curry again with Booker on him.
This is ridiculous.
This is just silly right here.
Wow.
That's a horse shot.
Hey, Darrell, it's getting what?
It's getting ridiculous, man.
It is ridiculous with the left hand scoop there. Bunny lady, I forget her name there, but the therapy bunny right there filling the game. And we look into the wall here. The Warriors just beat the teams with the best and second best record in back-to-back nights. Watch out now. Wiggins, Curry, and Draymond Green. Maybe this team isn't so far away from title contention. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, though. But they are playing their best basketball right now, Bully.
Well, Utah Jazz, Phoenix Suns, the two best teams in the league. Potential playoff matchups. The playoff intensity was there. And more important, the Warriors answered the bell tonight. Not just Steph Curry. Again, 5 players in double figures. But Andrew Wiggins, I mean, he dominated all night long. He dominated the game, and just an incredible performance on back-to-back nights.
And Wiggins coming into his own plate every single night this season, Darrell. And he's been Mr. Consistent. Got the All-Star break. Legs were a little bit tired there. But as the Warriors hold on to the number 8 seed after Memphis blew out the Dallas Mavericks, he kept the Warriors in it, where Steph Curry goes 7 for 22, couldn't buy a 3. Goes 1 for 11 from the three-point line at night after going 3 for 13. And you know what Wiggins says? I got your back, MVP. I got your back, Steph Curry. And he put this team on his back.
And that's how it should be, Bonte. Steph Curry has been having an amazing season. He struggled a little bit tonight. I thought the Phoenix Suns did a great job guarding him. But Andrew Wiggins came up big time and did what he does. Two-way Wiggs, got it done.
Phoenix Suns, give them credit for their defense. They did a tremendous job guarding Steph, limiting his opportunities. But we said at halftime, the ball was moving. They were getting good looks. They couldn't make open threes. What won this game was those 3 consecutive threes by Andrew Wiggins, JTA, and Jordan Poole. So as long as you're getting good shots, you're going to feel good about your approach to the game. Phoenix overcommitted to Steph. The ball was moving beautifully. They were getting open looks. They knocked those 3 consecutive threes down, and that's what won the game.
Warriors were 5-9 on the back end of a back-to-back this season. They now improved to 6-9, and they sweep the Jazz and the Phoenix Suns, and now they get 2 days off before they take on the Pelicans Friday night. Let's go back down to Chase Center and get a live reaction from Bob Fitzgerald and Kalina Azubuike.
The reason we love sports is because it's unscripted. Because the script is the Suns, well, they lost to the Lakers, and the Warriors have only 8 guys, and they had a great win against Utah, but they're not going to have anything left for the back end of a back-to-back. And for a while, as the Warriors couldn't make a 3, the script was right. Except the Warriors turned it on its head and just had one of the best back-to-back sweeps you could have in the NBA.
That was the most impressive win, back-to-back performance you're talking about. Andrew Wiggins is showing people what he's made of.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to miss a game, and I'm going to get better as the season goes on. And when my teammates really need me to show up, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be ready. And he was killing the whole night. And then fourth quarter, everybody started hitting shots.
Yeah.
No one's afraid on this team. The mental toughness is through the roof with this squad. The grittiness. You talked about scrappiness. The Phoenix wasn't ready for that. And the Warriors kind of got him a little frustrated, a little frazzled there. Juan Toscano, the chippiness happening. And Warriors used that. And they kind of went on a little bit of a run. It was kind of a slow upward trend. They figured it out, man. What a performance. I'm mystified.
If you look at,
they got openings. They missed a ton of open shots, but they knocked down the big ones when they needed them.
so you look at the big picture, the Warriors are in the play-in tournament, we know that. Probably Sunday decides whether it's 8 or 9. But what is certain is they will play either Utah or Phoenix in round 1 if they make it that far. And this was a nice preview this week to see those two teams. The other thing is, look at Chase Center and the home record for the Warriors. They're becoming very difficult to beat in this building. Keep adding more fans, and I can't wait for Friday at 6:30. Bring on Memphis, and then who knows what happens with the play-in tournament. But this back-to-back is something we're going to be talking about for a while. It was that special.
All right, let's look at the two games from the future Hall of Famers, Chris Paul and Steph Curry. Chris Paul played the entire fourth quarter, 24 and 10. He was special tonight. He was making some big-time shots. Steph Curry struggled tonight. Still finished with 21 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds, but the gravity that he creates on the floor helped out the others here as we break down his film tonight. What did you see here, Mully?
Well, just great movement out the basketball, and Phoenix was locked in on Steph. They were sending 2-3 bodies, running him off the three-point line, but Steph, his relentless, perpetual motion, he's always going to find his shots, and as you said, Bonte and Darrell, he's always going to create opportunities for his teammates with his body movement.
Yeah, you got to pay so much attention to him, and you could tell the Phoenix Suns had that day off and had a little bit of time to prepare for Steph Curry. Mully and I, we were talking about the rotations after he threw the pick and roll. They took away a lot of things, made it hard on him, put that length and size on him, tried to be physical with him as well, but Steph Curry still tried to find ways to be creative and get his teammates open shots.
All right, the scoring average dipped just a little bit. He came in averaging 31.9. He's at 31.8, but still, he will take the win over the scoring title any day of the week. But this is something I think Darrell and Mully we're going to see in the playoffs, right? The way Phoenix played Stephen Curry, we could expect that moving forward, whether it's New Orleans, Memphis, the play-in game, and whoever they see in the first round possibly.
Yeah, this was a playoff atmosphere. This is how guys are going to be dialed in to the game plan, to whatever players are doing, whatever the game before. So I thought Phoenix Suns did a great job. Still a little immature, still made some mistakes down the end. Didn't finish the job like they should have, but the Warriors, they stuck it out and found a way to win.
Back-to-back wins against the two best teams in the league in playoff atmospheres. The stars showed up for all three teams these last 2 games, right? Steph, Draymond had triple-double tonight. Wiggins was incredible. But you look at both Utah and Phoenix, the role players for the Warriors thoroughly outplayed both role players for the Utah and Phoenix. That's a good sign moving forward.
That is, no doubt about it. And Darrell, I think you're going to join me on the Morning Roast with the Butcher Boy and the entire crew. I think we'll talk about the Dodgers slumping. I think we'll talk about the Giants winning. And then we'll talk about this game. Of course, Andrew Wiggins scored 38, and then we'll do a little right or wrong. We got some Moses Brown in there, I think, for him. And some uniforms. So we'll do a nice little right or wrong with Darrell Wright tomorrow at 8:15 in the morning. You don't want to miss it as we'll recap this entire game. Warriors over the Suns, come back from 16 down and win the back end of a back-to-back against the Suns. We'll hear from the head coach, Steve Kerr, on tonight's big-time win at Chase Center. On to that 8th spot. The loss column there is what you want to focus on. Tied with 33 losses each. Warriors up a half game due to just playing one more game. But Warriors in a great position here. They went out. They get the number 8 seed in the Western Conference. As we welcome everybody back to Warriors Postgame Live, presented by Toyota, Mully, D. Wright, Bonte. And again, what a night for the Golden State Warriors. And you talk about the role players, Willie, outplaying the Utah's role players and Phoenix's role players. We got to look at Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole back-to-back nights with 20 points. And a young man continues to grow up before our eyes. Think about where he started this season and where he's at right now. Looks like a very serviceable role player moving forward for the Warriors.
Another tremendous performance for Jordan Poole. Efficient 6 for 10. 20 points in 20 minutes. And I think always a good indicator on how he played in decision-making. 0 turnovers, so he's getting good shots. He's moving out the basketball. Good shot selection. So he just got total confidence, and he was a huge reason the Warriors pulled this game out tonight.
I just love the fact that he understands he has to be that third scorer, especially coming off the bench with Kelly Oubre being out. He's taking that role like, hey, I'm going to be that guy that's going to be consistent every single night and help this team win. And that G League, that bubble, that really helped him. We already knew that Jordan Poole didn't lack confidence at all. So he's playing some great basketball right now. He's being solid, and he's playing under control.
And the Warriors had 33 assists, just 8 turnovers. So the ball was moving all night long. They were getting good shots, but they made timely threes. First, Andrew Wiggins made one, then JTA. And Jordan Poole does not lack confidence, but it's got to feel great.
Oh, man.
When you're at the top of the floor, Steph Curry gets double teamed. He throws a nice pass to Jordan Poole. He just knocks it down to go from 113 to 116. That's got to feel great for Jordan Poole.
No doubt. Curry rolling 8 deep again, and we'll break down what the Phoenix Suns did to contain Steph and Curry. You won't want to miss that later on here on Warriors Postgame Live as we look at the scoreboard before we head over to Steve Kerr. And a big-time night at Chase Center. Felt like a playoff game.
Some traffic.
Hear the crowd. There's some traffic out there. That is good to see. Andrew Wiggins with the night, 17-24, 38.7 rebounds. And we didn't even mention, we barely mentioned Draymond Green's triple-double. Triple-double, man. Just scoffed all over it, man. Leader.
Now they're what, 31 with a triple-double?
Yeah, 31.
Triple-double when Draymond drops one. Devin Booker, by the way, is nasty.
He's nasty.
Yeah. Nasty. Had a
He needs
big-time
help.
third quarter. Let's hear from Steve Kerr on his big-time win against the Phoenix Suns.
We talked a little bit last night about, finding the ability to close out these close games, which you guys have struggled with, and now you did it back-to-back against two of the best teams in the West. Just how important it is to close these close games heading into the postseason.
Yeah, I mean, these last two games have been so important for us against, I think the two teams with the best records in the league. And they've, tonight felt like a playoff game. Phoenix was very well prepared. They had the day off yesterday. So they came out with a great game plan to take the ball out of Steph's hands. And so for us to, be able to withstand a great team playing with the lead, bottling up Steph pretty well, and for us to be able to stay with it and come back and finish out the win was just fantastic.
Steve, we talked about Jordan Poole's confidence earlier, but again, I mean, just to come up with some shots right at the times that you need them. And it wasn't just him, but the supporting cast. What can you say about that group again?
Yeah, Jordan was fantastic that second half. We needed his scoring. There were a lot of openings on the floor because of the way they were guarding Steph. And so Jordan took advantage of it. Wiggs was amazing, 17 for 23. He hit that huge three late. But that's what I liked was that guys were just, stepping up and taking the big shots that were there and knocking them down. And then, to hold them to 18 points in the fourth quarter was really impressive too. That's a great offensive team. They've got shooting everywhere, very difficult to guard. So just a hell of an effort all in all.
Steve, in a game like tonight with the fans, how much can they really turn the momentum? Can you feel that building and then when you guys go on a run and just them exploding tonight?
Oh yeah, we can feel the energy from our crowd, and it's so much fun to have fans back. And I know we've been adding more and more fans each game as we continue to work under these conditions of the pandemic. But tonight was definitely the loudest that it's felt all year, or that it sounded, and the most intense that it's felt, and really, really fun stuff. This is what we all do this for this feeling of competition and success when facing a great team. It's a great feeling.
Steve, through all the things your team has been through this season, obviously the injuries, the close losses, the blowout losses, I mean, what do you think this team has learned about itself over these 70 games?
Well, the thing is, we've got several guys who have championship experience. Obviously Steph and Draymond and Loon, and so we've had the foundation for what you're seeing now. We've had that all year, but we've needed the season in order for our young guys to grow. We wouldn't have won this game a few months ago. So this season has been so much about guys like Jordan and Juan and Mike Mulder, Damian Lee, guys who maybe don't have a ton of experience in this league, It's about them growing, and I can mention several others as well. Eric Paschal, James Wiseman, all these guys need to feel this because this is what the NBA is all about. And we've grown quite a bit over the course of the year, and now you've got a team that is ready to win a game like this because you've got Steph and Draymond and Loon who already know how, and they'll lead the way, but everybody else has learned how to follow.
Steve, if you come out of the play-in tournament, you'll most likely face either Utah or Phoenix in the playoffs. What does beating them at this point do looking forward?
I don't think it does anything, to be honest with you, Carlos. I mean, it's for us, it's just it's a good confidence booster for those teams. They're both veteran teams, and you got to win 4 out of 7, obviously, in a playoff series. And we've got to still get to that point. We've got to get through the play-in and hopefully get into the first round. So that's our focus right now, and we'll see what happens.
When the 3-point shot, when it seemed like there was a lid on the 3 ball for most of the game, how did you see your guys, react and adjust to that?
Well, that was one of the things that really pleased me about the game, Gareth. I think we were 4 for 22 in the first half from 3, and a lot of good looks, a lot of open looks, but nothing was going down. So for our guys to really stick with it and continue to compete, continue to fight, that's a great sign of a team that's really maturing.
How does this defense that you have compare to maybe some of your past playoff defenses? I know it's different, obviously, the personnel, but just kind of the scrappy, the versatility, and the way you can kind of switch.
Yeah, I mean, it's different. We're not nearly as gifted without, I can start naming them. Andre Iguodala, Clay, KD, Zaza, down the list. I mean, those teams were loaded. Andrew Bogut was, I think, the best defensive center in the league. So this is a totally different group, but it's really keyed by Draymond. Draymond is he's our anchor defensively. He's the one who provides the energy, but also the knowledge. He's constantly making calls out there, changing coverages on the fly. He's like a middle linebacker. And then I think adding Juan to the mix has changed us dramatically. Juan's energy, his ability to pressure the ball, to guard every position, including the 5. He's given us the versatility that we've needed. The other guy I'd like to single out is Kent Bazemore. His ball pressure, over the last few weeks. That was the biggest thing when we put him in the starting lineup. Was just his ability to get into the ball and we could feel a change with our group with Baze out there. So it's been fun to watch. We've been a top 10 defense, I think, most of the year, and I'm not sure how many people predicted that. But with Draymond, kind of orchestrating everything and anchoring us back there, that puts us in good position.
Did Juan's defense on Booker?
They're talking about Juan Toscano-Anderson. We'll get to Draymond in just a second, but Juan T. Darrell, you called it. First half, Warriors are getting rolled. Phoenix is making everything, and Juan T gets into it with Devin Booker on consecutive possessions, and it kind of changed the tenor of that ball game. All of a sudden, the Warriors got into it, cut it to single digits at the end of the first half. Juan T, man, making a name for himself. As you said before the game, he's securing the bag.
Yeah, the bag is secure. But Mully made a great comparison with Matt Barnes. That's what he's bringing, that toughness. He's that guy that's going to get in the other team's best player face. And he don't care, you know what I mean? So that's what this team needs. They need that toughness. They need someone that's willing to do whatever to get a win, and that's what Juan does every time he touches the court, either is on the offensive end or the defensive end. So another solid game for him.
He makes winning plays. He plays with incredible energy and effort, intensity, and he backs it up with skill. And Steve Kerr has referred to him as a mini Draymond. So Draymond came out tonight with a triple-double. Juan, 7 points, 5 assists, 6 rebounds. That's a mini Draymond game.
Yeah,
off the bench. That's a big time contribution. As you said, he'll guard the perimeter. He'll fight on the rebounds. It doesn't matter. He can, across the board, he's going to bring intensity and positive energy.
All right, for mini Draymond / Barnes, let's look at Draymond Green. His 30th career triple-double, and the Warriors are now 29-1 when he drops a triple-double.
That's a good record, right?
That's pretty damn good.
So it matters.
It does matter when he scores. It does
No,
matter.
everything, the total game.
No
but his aggressive offensively is amazing.
And you see the
knocking down the three ball here.
Yep. 12 assists, 4 steals. Steals matter too. Go figure.
Well, the defense, as Steve Kerr said, organizing the defense, making calls, changing defenses on the fly. I just think his overall game has just been incredible. This since the Charlotte game, actually, I think he's played great basketball. Here, an incredible tip dunk. Just great awareness. Steph raises up for a three, and they both go to Steph. Draymond doesn't die in the play. Dives to the basket, gets a nice tap dunk.
You can tell his cardio is up, too. That's why he's able to go out there and contribute like he's been. And he's been locked in these last few games. He knows his playoff time, and he's ready.
The most triple-doubles in franchise history.
Yep.
And that's 30.
That's 30.
And they're 29-1.
29-1.
Draymond gets a triple-double.
It's pretty good.
Impactful.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
B. Diddy.
On this day in history, B. Diddy did that. Could we be witnessing the birth of We Believe 2.0?